Welcome back to another episode of VanillaTyme. Specifically, welcome to Season 10. And, yeah, I get it. I need to explain some things, right? I have a little bit of explaining to do. For starters, you see that behind me? Yes? That is that is an ocean monument. And Harding has a plan for that in the coming weeks, but we decided we were going to start the map on kind of a pseudo skyblock. So, unfortunately, I don't have any footage of us finding our location, because really we just walked and swam until we found the ocean monument, and then we wind up here. And so, as you can see, we've started doing a little bit of work here, where we've set up some initial farms and collected some saplings from nearby biomes, so we got some tree action going. We were able to find a bamboo forest, so we got some bamboo going. We got another portal started, which goes to the nether proper right now. And as you can see, I got myself an elytra, which actually just got off of vote rewards this morning. So for those of you who are new and don't know what I'm talking about, vote rewards are a thing where you can go and vote on a couple of different websites, basically promoting the server. And when you do that, for each one, you get some rewards. And rewards can be anything from a stack of logs to a bucket of pufferfish to a trident to an elytra or collectibles. For those of you who are familiar with this, I'm sorry for rambling, but I figured I'd get that out of the way now. So yeah, the elytra is really exciting because the end is locked for the first couple of weeks, so we have no access to the end right now, which means that I have one of very few elytra on the server because you can only get them through vote rewards. Similarly, Harding was able to get a shulker box, so this is one of very few shulker boxes on the server right now. So we have to be very careful with them. And because I have been playing on Bedrock on easy mode with keep inventory on because of my young family members, I have to remember that this is not that. This is on hard mode, and if I die, my stuff falls on the floor. So I need to be very, very careful. So what I'm doing here is, I think, for now, I might just put these away, and that way I am prepped and ready to go into the end when it opens, and I can fly around and find a couple backup elytras as well as get myself an elytra for Harding, because Harding and I don't like navigating the end manually. It's slow, it's boring, most of it is just like a pile of wasteland. Mojang, please, for the love of God, update the end. But anyway, so yeah, it's really exciting having elytra because it means that we can kind of skip all that. Hopefully I can find myself a couple boats and we can get ourselves some more elytra, so I don't have to be so worried about it. I hear there's also somebody already selling mending. As you can see, we don't have villagers right now, and probably won't for the near future because we have no way to spawn them unless we go underground and get ourselves a zombie villager and then cure him, which is likely what we'll be doing unless we can find somebody to ferry us some villagers. Either way, not my main priority. I think I might just buy books for the start of the season, get myself geared up that way, and then I can focus on other things, like my base this season, which this is not the base. This is this is a starting platform. This is a fun little skyblock for the early game. But once I actually get my tools and gear sorted and we get some actual farms going, the plan is to... Oh, yeah, we did a little bit of enchanting setup here. I need some more books, but... Yeah, anyway, I'm getting distracted. So the plan... Of course, we're restarting. Yeah, so the plan is to build in the water. Not under the water, but specifically, I think I am going to build myself a custom island. And I have some ideas, so this is going to be a large terraforming project, something that I've never really tackled out in the ocean before. I've done sky bases before. One of the first bases that I ever built was actually a large castle floating in the sky. But this is not that. This is going to be an actual ground up. It's going to look like an island. Specifically, I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say I got some ideas. I got some plans, but I don't think I'm going to be using Lightmatica necessarily for the island itself. Maybe for some initial kind of outlining. But this is going to be a very organic process that I'm sort of just going to tackle in pieces, and we'll see how it comes out. Yes, I understand the server's restarting. Push. So yeah, so that's basically it. So we're gonna start by just doing the early game grind. Maybe get ourselves sorted in the Nether. Get the Nether portal set up in the Y115 so we can get the hub access going, and then we can have access to spawn and shops when those come in. But as you can see on my in my top left hand corner there, we are a little bit further from spawn than I'm used to. So we'll see how much shopping I wind up doing this season. But it looks like everybody's getting kicked out, so I'll see you in a little bit. So I think one of the first things that we're going to want to do is set ourselves up with some sort of farm for either words are hard. Either general mobs or creepers. I know we did the creeper farm last time, which worked pretty well, but I'm thinking we might want to do a general farm this time. A, it's easier because you don't need all the trapdoors, and B, it'll also get us string and bones and I guess zombie flesh, not super useful, but I just think that might be a better use of our early game resources, because a lot of the wood's going to be used of just developing the platform, and we're probably going to use wood in the design for the actual farm itself rather than cobble, because I think we're just going to have more of it. It'll just be easier to collect, I think, but I'm not too sure yet. Either way, I was originally thinking maybe we could do like a classic Skyblock style mob farm, like where they just have like the 4 lanes and they fall in. Problem is that design works because there's no cave system underneath in Skyblock, and here we're over ocean, but like you would have to AFK up top above the farm, which, I mean, you'd have to do with a regular farm, but it's just not as efficient. It is smaller and much faster and easier to build, so I don't know. I need to test that and see if maybe it's worth doing just to get some drops early game, and then we can get ourselves set up that way. That would also, with the design of that farm, also gives us the ability to collect zombie villagers if they do wind up showing up, and that would give us a really easy way of getting villagers set up on our little platform here. So we'll have a think and figure out if that's worth doing or not. Another option I was actually thinking about is we could take the elytra and just have a little fly around in the area and just collect some resources that way, because as you can see, like, we have a couple of wood types, but we don't have oak, which, or spruce, now that I think about it. I'm not as big on acacia. I know we went super hard on it last season, but ordinarily, like, the orange is nice, but it's not necessarily an early game requirement. But I think birch and spruce, we definitely need to take care of that. And then I'm going to need a lot, and I mean a lot, of dirt. So we're going to want some good tools, and then we can go to the... I was going to say I'm thinking about it. What's the best way to do dirt? I guess just grabbing one of the forest or plains biomes nearby and then just mining out a whole swath of it, right? So we'll probably do that at some point, but I think right now I am just going to mine up a bunch of trees for a bit, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I think one little step at a time, right? I realized that we collected a little bit of moss, and I wanted moss carpet. I forgot that you also get azaleas out of that, which actually kind of solves our oak problem on its own. So I guess we don't need oak trees after all. We could technically just bone meal. Although that does require us to actually waste a lot of bone meal on it, so maybe that's not a great solution, but at least for now, it gives us a little bit if we need it. And if you're wondering where I am, I made a hole and put a ladder in it so that we can get into the, basically a mining shaft pretty easily. Harding's got another entrance that actually goes into a bit of a cave that I think is in the water over here somewhere. Yeah, that one over there with the door. But this is a nice little safe way in and out. Also, we got a couple cows and a couple chickens, but I am actually looking to... Well, we've been collecting eggs from the chickens down there so that we can just, get a chicken farm set up, which I have prepped over here, which is actually what the moss is for. Come up here, plunk moss right there, and then we've got a few eggs. Well, that didn't work. Did I miss our eggs? I saw eggs somewhere. Aha! Alright, so we got some eggs. So what we can try again. Okay, we got one. That's all we needed. Like, all we're doing is making an egg farm. So when this guy grows up, he'll start pooping out eggs into that hopper, which will go into the chests, you know, typical egg farm stuff. And then we will have a pile of eggs. We can grow this egg farm a little bit more, and then we can use that to make ourselves a chicken farm, and we will have a free renewable fuel source that we don't have to farm manually like I've been doing. I'd also like to get a cow hole going, but that can come later. It's not super important. We will need it eventually for leather, I think. But for now, we mine manually. Something else that I forgot to mention earlier, there's been one very minor change made to the server rules this season. We are allowed to use TNT dupers now, which means that we can do tunnel bores, we could do automatic tree farms without having to feed TNT to it. I think it'll crash the value of gunpowder and TNT on the server a little bit, but that's okay. It's also going to crash the value of wood, but I think this is a good change. It means that I now will have access to a bunch of farms that I didn't have available to me before. I've done a bit of TNT duping with tree farms in the past on private servers, so I know how they work. But it'll be exciting to actually get to do some on VanillaTyme, because I hate mining wood. Like, I know it's all I'm doing right now, but like I actually hate doing it. I usually wind up building bamboo farms nowadays to automatically manage my my wood production for things like chests and hoppers and whatnot. But it'll be nice to have like a proper TNT wood farm for things like birch and oak and other things. So I'm sure that will wind up coming later on in the season once I've got some slime blocks and I can get access to some coral. So, because I believe, let's see if I remember correctly, you need a coral fan, a dead coral fan. You need like 6 slime blocks, at least for the design I'm thinking of. And you need an activator rail and a minecart and a piston, I think. Sticky piston? I think it's sticky piston. Yeah, I'll have to review the design. It's been a while since I built one. But yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, let's do a little bit of mining and see what we can find. Redstone's always good. All right, I think I'm gonna take a quick look around. I know we've got some area over here and to the north of us. I'm not really sure if there's a specific area that I want to check out. I don't have a ton of rockets and I have no armor, so I have to be very careful. Let's just head this way real quick. I also have no way to repair this, so this is really just going to be like a flyover, flyback sort of thing. But over here we've got this birch forest with a whole bunch of sand, which we can get a little bit of. I'm just going to kill this shovel, I think. It's got unbreaking too, but it's also gold, so, you know. And there it goes. Yep. Oh, grass, right, yeah. We always need more grass. So I'm just going to steal a whole bunch of this grass. Now, I did mention before the first thing that I want to really build is going to be a mob farms. So don't think I need a ton for that. So let's say I do the Skyblock version of the farm, and we just set up like an AFK structure like above it. I think that all that needs is wood and some hoppers and water. So we've got a water bucket, so that's fine. Might do that. If we wanted to do like the traditional farm design with like the stack layering like I did last season with the creeper farm, that would require a bunch of quartz, more iron, and dispensers, which we don't really have string for. So I think version 1 of the farm can be the cheapy one. And if we want to build a better one or build a creeper farm specifically so we can get gunpowder, then we can do that afterwards. But I think we definitely need gunpowder, and everybody keeps wanting to sleep on the server right now. I think it's just Dolphin that's pushing for it, Dolphin and Fran. So we'll have to pick a time when the server's a little less busy, and then we can go creeper hunting. And then we also want to expand the sugarcane farm. Did I just go through that entire... Wow, okay, stone tools suck. I forget how bad the early game stuff is. I tried making copper gear like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, yeah, that's not in the game yet. We're on 121.8. The copper armor is in snapshot still, so that'll be, I guess, 121.9, or is that 122? I don't know which version we're like is next. I haven't really been paying attention, but like the copper golden stuff has me so excited because I really just want to build that like multi-item sorter. I think oh, I forget who came up with the base design, but I saw Mumbo building a version of it that looked really straightforward, and it seems pretty easy to do just for like a 10 barrel multi-item sorter. Like, it's dirt cheap. It costs basically nothing. You could build it in like 20 minutes. So, sorry, Najee, but I think I might be replacing the multi-item sorter with a copper design, because it's just going to be a lot easier on the resources, and there's no buffer system like we had last season. So, that'll be fun. And then, yeah, we'll just do our usual impulse sorters for deep storage like we always do. See what happens. I keep talking about like all these plans I have. It's like, oh, farms and designs and things and then things. And then, meanwhile, I'm just sitting here mining dirt. I ain't doing much. So I feel like this video is just going to be a lot of talking while I'm just like doing, random stuff in the background. Hopefully you're enjoying it all, though. You're enjoying it all. You're all enjoying it. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. What do I need again? Yeah, welcome to my channel. Where I just wander around aimlessly and let the ADHD take its course. Ooh, string. Yes, okay, good. That means I can make a bundle. Yeah, so I think bundles are super good for the early game. Like right now, I don't have any leather on me, but I think that'll be really handy to get a couple going. I know most people are like, well, why don't you make a bow first and then screw the bow. We don't need the bow. We can get a bow for free from like skeletons later. We don't need to craft it. Impaled? Mari, no. So the good news is, ooh. Hi, sheep. I'm sorry to do this, but I have no way of bringing you back home right now. And we could use a little bit more wool. What else can I find in here? I'm sort of just wandering around aimlessly, seeing what I can see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we can make a bundle. Oh, one more for the road. Come on. Yes, I got one. Okay, I got two. All right, we're good. And we're not leaving any floaters, because that is disrespectful. Oh, I see oak tree over there too. Okay. Ooh, skeleton. Okay, this is dangerous. Oh shit. Oh god. Something was shooting at me that wasn't that skeleton. Oh gosh. Yeah, I almost died. Oh my god. Alright, we're going home. We're going home. Oh, I almost lost my elytra. Holy crap. Imagine, Harding's out in the gym right now. Imagine he comes back and goes, so what'd you get in your vote rewards? I go, well, I got an elytra and then a lost lost it 20 minutes later. Well, how'd you lose it? Well, you know that thing where I'm shifting instead of right-clicking to block and then I die to arrows? Yeah, I did that. So I made a bit of a mistake. So here is the mob farm that I was talking about, the Skyblock design. The problem with this thing is that, well, the rates suck. I knew this was probably going to happen, but it's actually abysmal. It's worse than I thought it was. So this is a design where they spawn in one of those like 4 platforms, and they wander over into where that bamboo section is. They fall off a trapdoor, and they go into water, and that pushes them down, makes them a one-hit kill. So like the mechanics of the farm work, but the raids are awful. Even like you see with the people that are on the server right now, the mob cap is just not having it, and the caves underneath are preventing mob spawns from happening where I want. So you can see like with this skeleton, we are still getting spawns, but like 1 skeleton in the time that I've been talking. Like that's awful. Whereas on a true skyblock, they would just be like funneling down, right? So what I think we're going to need to do is build the actual proper mob farm. And for this one here, I think what we're going to do is we're either going to disable it, or we could use it to try and collect some zombie villagers. Because of how slow they're trickling down, like we can just watch to see what mobs are dropping, and then if we see a zombie villager, we can block the top of the farm or disable it entirely, and just take the zombie out of the farm. And I think that's going to be probably the best use case for this thing. Unfortunately, it's not producing like I was hoping it would. I was hoping we would get a little bit of string out of this, maybe a little bit of gunpowder, but yeah, it's just not doing what I want it to do. But that's okay. Like I said, we can make the actual mob farm, and we're just gonna plonk it right next to it, and I think that'll be fine. And yeah, so also, as you can see, we also built a sugarcane farm, which has 1 piece of bamboo in it. So it is a sugarcane and bamboo farm. It's like the usual observers watching the top layer, which pushes the pistons underneath them. You know, I've done this design in multiple seasons now. So this is nothing new. I have a little collection system there, but yeah, you can see like we're using a little bit of redstone in the back, feeding the line from the observers down into the pistons. I'm not gonna go into any detail about this farm. You've seen it before. So yeah, that's the thing. So I think what we're gonna do now is we are going to put together the actual mob farm that we're gonna use, and we're gonna have to do this in pieces because I don't have enough string for the dispensers, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna build as many layers as we can, and then we're gonna AFK that, and then once we collect more string from the farm itself, we'll use that to build up the rest of the farm, and then we'll just move the repeater clock up to the top layer, and we'll just adjust the AFK platform staircase, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's do that. So it's been a minute, but the farm is done, and I've added a little bit more storage underneath, but as you can see, it is producing. We've AFK'd a little bit. As you can see, I've also gotten myself some diamond gear. Harding and I did a little bit more caving where we got some more diamonds. We are also, come over here for a second, we are starting work on the terraforming here to get the island started, which I can show you, I think, next episode. I'm going to leave that a little bit of a mystery. And over here, that's right, we got ourselves a villager. There's actually another one down in the caves, which we have a little room for. So we need to get those two to meet at some point so they can make a baby. But this guy is really cool for 2 reasons. First of all, we got mending. Second of all, we got efficiency 5. Also got quick charge 3, which not as useful. But those 2 are huge. So we have been hard at work getting ourselves some villager trades going. So we've got emeralds, we've got bookshelves now, and I've got mending on all my tools. My elytra is mending now, which I have to repair before we go and do the dragon fight, which is tonight. You're gonna have to wait until next episode for that. I'm sorry. I feel like this video has gone on too long already. Also, apparently I'm missing minigames today. I didn't even know that was happening, but yeah, there's minigames on Saturdays sometimes, and it looks like they've already got an area, a minigame area going this map, which is crazy. Yeah, kind of sad I missed out. I've been editing for most of the day. I wasn't on the server. But I really want to get this video out either before or just after the dragon fight happens. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. More fun things to come soon. So if you like the video, you want to see more, if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. Leave a comment below and let me know what you want to see me work on this season. And yeah, maybe like the video, helps with the channel. But yeah, if you're on the server, I will see you in the dragon fight and look forward to seeing that in the next video. Otherwise, take care, have fun, and I'll see you next time.